Hi, and welcome back to the Management and Leadership channel. This will be our third and final video in our series titled Making Changes Stick. Here's a 30-second recap of what we discussed so far this week. Throughout this week, we reviewed
much research and data pointing to challenges associated with implementing change successfully, long-term, not just short-term. We learned that only 32% of change efforts are successfully implemented within the workplace. This low success rate is driven by multiple change-resistant factors, including fear of the unknown, lack of organizational trust and awareness, and then just overall awareness of why the change is happening to begin with, or improper stakeholder feedback. We also reviewed the change management equation and how we use the force field analysis model for this equation. The force field analysis model allows managers to identify change-resistant forces and then augment those with driving forces. For this
last short video, we will discuss the remaining two elements of the change management equation. The D is the degree of dissatisfaction with the status quo, and the P is the process for the actual implementation and execution of the actual change strategy itself. Let's first focus on discussing how we can measure and increase employee dissatisfaction with the status quo. Most individuals will not change unless they are forced to change. As managers, we want to take a more proactive approach to changing our departments and our organizations. To accomplish this mission, we must stimulate discomfort with the unacceptable aspects of the status quo. How do we do this? Well, employee emotions are always the fuel for change. So properly managing employee emotions as it relates to the status quo and the targeted status quo is very important. But we have to be careful not to tip the scale and make things too uncomfortable, or you're going to trigger attrition. The key is approaching this with an altruistic mindset. A good tool to help you better understand employee emotions surrounding change is the SARA model. It's an acronym for the range of emotions employees feel during workplace change. These are shock, anger, rejection, and acceptance. Last, I want to highlight that implementing and sustaining change long-term is extremely difficult. However, if we use this equation, follow the models that we discussed this week, we are confident that we can get this success rate up. Thank you for your time and for watching this video, and happy managing.